Wow, how wonderful of him to come to terms with his common sense. I'm glad the beaver wouldn't have to abandon his family again for the sake of a few more cents, said Charlie, and he continued. I am thankful that I met you all. Without you, my problems could have only snowballed. I wonder why it took you three stories to convince me that happy endings exist after all. I am so grateful for your patience, guys. Charlie expressed his satisfaction gleefully, for his gratefulness was beyond compare. But destiny was yet to throw a curveball at them when suddenly a spotted deer fell before them out of nowhere. Whoa, what just happened? Shouted Charlie in amazement, and the other two were too dumbstruck to make anything out either. The deer vanished into the woods with a snappy rebound after taking a tremulous yet steadying breather. The spotted deer appeared and vanished into the woods with lightning speed, you see. The tutor spoke differently, and he continued. But the fear in the eyes of the fleeing creature was contagious, making everyone there infected to the core. The repose of that happy and happening place was gone in that moment, for it had never experienced such mayhem before. So, as the deer leapt into the thickets, so the rat hopped behind the bush, the frightened turtle tumbled into the lake behind, and the crow sprang up the tree, startled by the perceived ambush, said the tutor dramatically. Now the crow alone had the perfect vantage point, wherefrom he sensed no imminent danger. He shouted aloud to inform the rest. Let's come out, everyone! It's time to grill the spotted stranger. In spite of that clarion call, his troop retained a hushed poise. They started coming out one by one without making a tittle of noise. Now the trio prepared their questionnaire, and the deer prepared for an impending interrogation. He was duly summoned out of his hideout to state the reason for his dire situation. The crow called out, come out, you hideous creature, and better start explaining your sinister game. The hidden creature emerged, starting to talk turkey, but first stating his name. I am Spotted Poe. Spotted what? Asked Keen Eyed. Spotted Poe is what I am called in my circles back in the north, said the sniveling brute. I am not a fugitive, but have become someone who hereby seeks refuge. You see, ever since I bumped into him, I have luckily been dodging the dangers so acute, he continued. But I am tired now. I will owe my life to whoever saves me from the terrible hunter in pursuit. There is there is this ruthless hunter from the north pursuing me, pleaded Spotted Poe. Who do you say you need saving from? Gulped Charlie. Tell us again, he shrilled in disbelief. A hunter, a terrible, terrible hunter. The deer whined softly. A hunter? Screamed all three of them in one voice as if none of them heard him before. Slow Mikey especially was in proper shock, for he had only heard of such characters in folklore. You see, that happy and happening place had never experienced such mayhem before. Only this time around, the chase down has been duly followed. And a huntsman will soon be among some easy prey. And at the newest problem, the trio's attention will then be zeroed, narrated the tutor. They spoke of the devil, and he did appear. The hunter suddenly showed up just just from nowhere. Then what? Then let the deer leap into the forest, the rat hop behind the bush, the crow spring up the tree again, startled by the ambush. All the nimble ones escaped the scene in a blink of an eye. Only the slowest remained to bear the brunt. The hunter easily located and caught the crawling reptile and began going home with his prizy hunt. The story could have ended there had the outcome been accepted as something meant to be, but the friends refused to give the hunter an easy way out, so they gathered again to set Slow Mikey free. Soon after some discussion, they came up with a rescue plan centered on luring the hunter into dropping the current catch for a bigger prize instead. The rat would stand ready to gnaw through the rope that bound the turtle, just as the hunter got attracted by an illusion, where the crow pretending to peck at the eyes of a huge spotted deer, artfully playing dead. So they started as planned. But now failure at execution was out of question as life of a dear friend now hangs by a thread, taking full responsibility for the created mess. The rescue plan became spotted deer led. So as planned, a spotted poe lay flat on the ground, somewhere he could be in plain sight of the poacher from the north, and keen-eyed kept an eager ear on the thudding steps of an encroacher gaily coming forth. Voila! To attract the attention of the passing by huntsman, the crow amusedly cawed. Upon seeing a crow clawing upon a deer as good as dead, he was misled by a brilliant facade. Then what happened? Asked the boy. Then, as expected, upon seeing a crow sitting over an unmoving deer, the hunter readily took the bait, and as soon as he dropped his previous catch, he got ready for his next mistake. And he ran towards it in utter ecstasy, where the game of deception was still on. But the seasoned hunter sensed quickly enough that something was fundamentally wrong. And as Charlie was quick with the slow Mikey job, so keen eyed nudged the anxious Poe. Once the signal was received about the job well done, they abruptly ended the scandalous show. Then what happened? The boy asked again. Then the crow sprang up to the higher tree this time, and the spotted deer wisely chose not to look back. Our nimble rat slipped into fresh burrows with ease, and the turtle tumbled into its natural fortress, a lake nearby. And the disappointed hunter left the scene saying, I need to up my game, for this loss gave me the much needed push. I wouldn't have been this greedy had I known a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. So, dear lad, said the tutor, a shy rat never knew that one day he would be friends with a sly crow, and never ever wondered in his wildest dreams that to a turtle one day he would owe. The keen eyed in the end has a friendship in Charlie, more so in Mikey and the spotted Poe. How often do we get to see a friendship forming between a deer, a turtle, a rat, and a crow? Very, very rarely, I guess, said the boy. And the tutor continued. So, young man, one must always be prepared for times that are not happily ever after sorts. Only the fortunate can count on friends in moments of need, in the hour of support. What are friends for anyway? And here the tutor wrapped up the day with a tale from his rather curious job, hinting thereby there was more to friendship than just being allies against odds. So they retired to their respective rooms with a promise to meet again tomorrow. The tutor will unveil another facet of friendship, tinted with tragedy, retribution, and sorrow. Tragedy, retribution, and sorrow.